See, I'm out of you. There we go. There we go. There we go. I got the man himself, the one and only Big Rocks, BX Boys own, the CEO of BX Boys, my brother from another mother. We go way back. DJ Super C.
What's going on, family? How you feeling? You hear me good?
Yes, sir. Everything is gravy, baby. How you doing?
I'm cool as a fan right now, man. You know, trying to stay cool.
That's good. Yeah, I'm in here under my AC, chilling, you know. AC, tell the people, man, who you are and what you about.
My name is Chris. Everybody in the in the BX that know me very well call me Chris. You know what I'm saying? My DJ name is DJ Super C.
Yes.
You know, I've been doing this since I was 13 years old. I was influenced by Charlie Prince, which is my god brother, one of my god brothers from Rock Scott Dynamic 3.
Ooh.
He influenced me to become into the hip hop nation.
Right.
And ever since from that, I gravitated to more individuals and learned a lot more.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm at the status where I'm at now because of those dope people in my life. You know what I'm saying? That showing me different ways of entertaining people and playing records correctly and blending and mixing and know how to get my microphone game on and etc.
Yeah. Right. Now, tell the people how long you've been DJing.
Since I was 13. I started when I was 13, but I really took it serious around 18, 19.
Right. Now, when you say took it serious, what do you mean when you say you took it serious?
At that time, we started seeing I started seeing the influence of like Kid Capri and all the other DJs that was traveling and becoming famous. I was doing it because it was a hobby, doing the block parties and stuff in my neighborhood. I was just doing it for fun.
And what neighborhood is that?
I didn't really care about the dollar as much at the time. I was making a little bit of money, but I didn't know you could make a lot more.
Oh yeah,
money. And
now when you say neighborhood, what neighborhood is this?
Webster Avenue, Valentine, Twin Parks, 183rd Webster, PAL, all the way down to 169 Webb, from the house parties there to all parts of the Bronx, local areas and stuff. I did a lot of, community centers, block parties, house parties.
Nice.
So that was the thing at the time for the youngins.
Right.
The OGs were doing clubs. They was doing Cotton Club and Savoy.
That's right.
It was doing like Zodiac 2, Harlem World, Rooftop, Castle, things of that. I wasn't on to that at that moment. I was hearing about it from the mixtape, so they were saying where it was at, where it was rocking at. So I picture myself as if I was the DJ in my house, being them. Like I'm rocking the party and learning the steps on how they put the records together. You hear the crowd in the background screaming for them as they rock the party.
Right. Now, back in them days, I'm not gonna bring it all the way back to the 80s and all that.
Okay.
I'm talking about like the early 90s. Where did you get your vinyl from in the 90s? Was you going to the record labels or was you buying the vinyl? Don't worry about the background.
I did both. I did both.
Go ahead.
I did both. I got a couple of records of Charlie Prince.
Right.
God Brothers from Rock Scott Dynamic 3. So I had crates of old school records from the 70s and late 80s. So what I had to do from there was to buy vinyl. But like I said, I wasn't taking it serious at the time, so I didn't buy vinyl because I was helping other DJs at that point do parties. Like basically, they had records and stuff like that, equipment. I was basically like, my mom's at the time was really funny about me bringing equipment out the house. My mother's a Jehovah's Witness, you know what I'm saying? So she didn't really
Right.
care about me playing those type of records and stuff like
Right.
that, and wanted to bring the equipment out the house. But she brought
Right.
me a little turntable and stuff, to keep me from running the street. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
at that time, you had to make it your mind. You want to be a drug dealer, ball player, music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody was really focused on music that hard because a lot of times when you hear the rappers that was rapping, they was getting high. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That was the
Yes.
thing they was doing. So my mother found out that those guys that was rapping at the time and that was most of them was doing that, she kind of tried to keep me away from that.
Right.
But as I got to do parties and stuff like that with other DJs, a brother by the name of DJ Davo from Harlem,
My
was like,
man.
see,
That's my man. Right.
he said to me, see, what happens if I get a party of my own? You can't use my
Right.
equipment, you can't use my records, what you gonna do?
Right.
I was like, had to figure it out. So the money that I was saving, I had spoke to my moms. I said, Mom, I really want to play music. And at that time, I had lost my pops. So
What year was this? What year was
my,
this?
my pop, and this is '86. My
Ooh,
pops died in
okay.
'86. I was in
Right.
the I was in junior high school at the time, 147.
Right.
I was going to the 8th grade at the time. So what happened was my mother, I guess she couldn't really hold me down no more because I wanted to experience what's out in the
Right.
world at
Right.
that age, a young age. And when I went out there, I went and bought all these records to
Mm.
catch up
Okay.
with Charlie Prince gave me to catch up with what was current. So when
Right.
I got those records, I was able to go out and start doing the community centers on my own,
Right.
start making my own mixtapes,
Mm.
etc.
Now speaking, shout to DJ Kid New, he on here too. Shout to my man DJ
What up,
Kid
New?
New.
What up, New?
Yes, sir. Now speaking of mixtapes, do you recall your first mixtape you ever made? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember the first mixtape I made. When I first made my mixtape, the drug dealers in my neighborhood used to laugh at me because, you know,
Right.
I had a lot more to do. You know, my
Right.
echo chamber wasn't correct, and there were certain things I had to fix. You know what I mean? Quality
Yes.
of the mixtape and stuff like that. It took it though. A couple of the drug dealers took it, and
Right.
because I shouted them out on the mixtape. So they
Right.
running around playing my joint in their car. They say, "Yo, you got potential, but you just gotta tweak it up a little bit." You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So
Right.
when I
Right.
learned how to work the equalizers and stuff like that, because back then a lot of niggas was DJing on like the gym sound speakers and stuff like that,
Yes.
and it wasn't really like adjusting their levels correctly. A lot of us was young. We didn't learn how to EQ our music to sound right. We just
Right.
get up there and want to DJ and it's too loud. It just sounded crazy. You know what I'm
Wasn't
saying?
paying
So
attention to the sound at all.
the
Just
sound, right.
right.
So then
Right.
it
Right.
took a couple of OGs to show me like, yo, this is how you adjust it. You're
Mm-hmm.
gonna blow your amp out,
Right.
blah, 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 blah. Lucky I didn't blow my amp out because I'd have been finished. But I
Right.
learned how to do that, because like there's a lot of things in DJing. It's more than just putting the record on the turntable and playing it.
That's right.
You got
That's
you
right.
got to know how to play it. You got to know your BPMs.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You know how you got to treat your records like you're loving your woman.
That's right. That's
You
right.
know, put them back
That's
in the
right.
covers. Don't let it get scratched. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And there's records that's real valuable. Like you cannot have those records out the cover because if it gets
Right.
scratched, at that time we could go back and replace it. But now, if you're collecting vinyl, whatever, it's going to cost you, and it's hard to find that record with the
Yes,
acapella,
sir.
the instrumental, the TV version, etc.
Yeah. Yep. I agree with you. I agree with you. Now, Wow. It's so many questions I want to ask you today.
Bring them on, man.
And it's like, wow, wow, wow. It's like I'm still trying to remember where to start
Howie, what's up,
from.
Howie? Uh-huh.
You know? Oh yeah, shout out to Mario, he on here. That's Law Finesse cousin, he on here. Joe Butter, he on
Okay.
here. Now, do you remember the first record you ever cut up, you ever scratched?
The Funky 4 plus one more.
What was the name of it?
It was the Funky 4 plus one. Oh my God. Do you want to rock? Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to
Yeah.
rock?
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you
Do
want
you
to
want to
rock?
rock? Yeah.
That was the first record
And then
you
the second record was Planet Rock.
Ooh. Now, see, when I was growing up, you know, as a DJ, it was different versions of Planet Rock that DJs
Yes.
used to cut up.
Right.
Now, did you used to cut up the one when they came on bam 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 doo?
I had the record. The record was like a aqua blue.
Yes.
I had that record. So if I'm not gonna sit here and say which one it was, but that was the one I bought, and it was like I guess it was the most famous one.
Yeah, that was the one where they come on party people.
Yes,
Party
yes, yes.
Right. Now, they had the extended version of that record that a
Right.
lot of DJs used to cut up. And I had both of them, of course, I had both of them. But when the Soul Sonic Force, Planet Rock, the main one that DJs used to cut up was the one bam, 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 bam.
Right, right, right.
It comes on as soon as you drop the needle on the record, it comes on just like that. And at the end, the beat is do, 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 do. And it
Well,
got like
back then, you know, I think the record that Charlie Prince gave me, the version of that record was the extended version, which had that whole thing up there.
yes.
You know, so that
Yes.
record was about what 5-6 minutes.
That's right.
Yeah.
7
It
minutes.
had that, and they had the it was one side vocal, one side instrumental, and then another one was it was the dub.
The dub version. That's right.
Because the instrumental was it was just the beat, but the dub had your funky now and then in and out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
right.
That's what I would call, you know.
Nice.
That's what they call that the TV version, but it didn't say that at the I believe it didn't say that it was the dub, just the dub something. At
Back
the time,
then it was
calling stuff the dub or the instrumental.
no,
The dub.
it was called the TV track back then.
Yeah.
On the vinyl, it said TV track
Right.
and parentheses.
But back then,
right?
it wasn't say that. It'd be like radio edit.
Yes.
Dirty.
Yes.
You know.
Yep. Wow. Okay. Now, in case y'all don't know, me and C, we go back. We go way back.
Yes.
A lot of people didn't remember that Super C had it. Did you have your own booth on 3rd Avenue selling mixtapes?
I was came into some money and I got a booth for Fordham Webster called the Boombox.
That's right.
You know, then it got to a point where I started getting into like financial problems, and I teamed up with Angie and Paul because the cops kept coming getting these summonses, $1,000 summonses for noise pollution, and they was trying to arrest me for having numerous of mixtapes. At that time, they was calling them bootleg mixtapes. You know, they thought that I was like recording music from the CDs and putting it on cassette tapes and selling it, but they didn't know it was DJs promotional copy mixtapes that I was selling.
Wow.
So I was making a lot of money doing the mixtapes back in the days on Fordham and Webster.
Now, did you ever have any problems with the artists coming up there, coming at you? Like,
no artists. It was some funny thing about it was like Fat Joe came in at one time into the Fordham and Webster, but he showed mad love, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
And at that time I had the Flo Joe 12-inch cover that was like on the back of me in the booth. Because
Wow.
you know I have records too. You know, like I had to
Yeah.
set up my showcase nicely, just so they won't know I'm just selling mixtapes. I had a front, so that was
Right.
I had a couple of records in there at the time. Fat Joe record, Flo Joe was one of the records that was in the showcase. So when you look in there, you'll see I had shirts,
Wow.
CDs, and
Right.
stuff like that. I was selling that too. I had the
Wow.
merchant. I was selling it as well, but I was making a bulk of money selling mixtapes.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, I made like thousands of dollars in one day, depending if SNS dropped, Doo-Wop dropped, Ron G, Chill Will,
Right.
any of those big homies dropped, people would come from all over. I had the Locks, like the Jada Kids come by mixtapes before he was Jada Kids. He was Warlocks.
That's
Come
right.
from New Rochelle to come to Fordham Road to buy mixtapes or Fordham and Webster, the boombox, or they would go to the Grand Concourse and get it from the guys, the Africans up there that were selling mixtapes well. You
Right.
know, Jalo Fashion and those brothers, you know.
Yep. 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 How about Sandy's on Third Avenue?
Sandy came in the game and destroyed the business. Started selling mixtapes 3 for 10, check them out. Black kids were killing each other for mixtapes. So why sell one mixtape for $20? You could sell 3 for 10 and put them on TDK see-through cassettes. But I had it on original Maxwell Black heavy duty joints.
I know exactly what you're talking about. That's right. Because see, back in them days, I was making my own mixtapes and I was selling my own mixtapes.
Right.
You know, I was making my own mixtapes. Shout out to my man DJ Timberland. Remember Timberland?
Shout out to Timberland. Yeah, that's my guy.
Exactly. Right. I used to go to Timberland's house and I used to make my
Shantana, what's up?
you know, I used to make my mixtapes at Timberland's crib. And what me and Timberland used to do, we used to sell our own mixtapes from the Bronx to Harlem, walking on feet. I used to
Right.
put the little karaoke radio all around in the winter, spring, summer, and fall, selling mixtapes from my block all the way to Harlem. From
Wow.
96th Street, yep. We stopped at 96th Street and walked all the way back from 96th Street to where we lived at, apartments, selling
You know
tapes.
what's so funny? When after I was laughed at a couple of times from the hustlers that, you know, they see that I'm trying, because they didn't take me serious at that moment.
Right.
And I teamed up with a brother by the name of DJ Nitro.
Ooh.
And I was helping him out with his mixtapes. I was talking on the mixtapes and he was doing the blending and stuff like that. I would give him ideas and stuff like that. It was called Too Deep. We started out our mixtape called Too Deep, and then in time, you know, we went our separate ways. You know what I mean? And I continued to go hard body with mines, and he went to do beats. So he does beats at this time and now, you know, he's not into the mixtape, but he does beats. So when I really started going hard body with the mixtapes, I was doing the local around the Bronx. And then I started getting word about mixtapes being sold in Harlem. I didn't know where. So one day I take a trip to 125th Street, and at that time they had all the Africans. They were selling mixtapes from like 8th Avenue all the way down to Lenox.
That's right.
It was different, you know, guys. And so I went down there with my mixtape, and I thought that I covered everything. You know what I'm saying? I hit all the Africans with the mixtape and stuff like that. And I ran to this cool brother, a very cool brother that put me on about going to the east side, put my mixtapes out and stuff like that. That was DJ Capone, my comrade.
Ooh, shout out to DJ Capone. Yeah, that's my guy. That's my
guy. I didn't know Capone from a can of paint, but he knew that I was a DJ because I had my cassette tape case, you know, going to each guy, selling my mixtapes and stuff.
Yeah.
He was like, "What's your name?" I was like, and then his voice was a little bit lighter, you know. We were young, young boys.
Exactly.
I'm Capone. You know what I'm saying? That was my third Harlem DJ I met. The first DJ I met from Harlem was DJ Dave O.
Yeah.
The second DJ from Harlem I met was SNS, because Dave O taught SNS how to DJ. So
wait. Let's stay right there. Let's stay right there, see. You said Davo taught SNS how to DJ?
Yes.
Wow.
Dave used to tell me stories about how SNS could spend the night in his house when they were little boys.
Right.
And DJ in the dark all night. He wouldn't go to sleep. He would spend the night at Dave's house. And Dave had multiple turntables. His mother spoiled him, bought him anything he wanted.
Right.
So there's Craig GS, P Nice, and them. Let's go to Dave's house and play. DJ, that click. Chuck Black. So that's how I met Chuck Black and them. Davo became like a cousin to me. I met him through a friend, didn't want me to meet him. But we had so much similarities. So when we finally met, it was like we was inseparable after that. You know, so anything I needed to learn, he the one that gave me the Harlem swagger.
Wow.
I was doing parties for Nappy Red and them for 129. You know what I'm saying? Hustlers. I started seeing all that world. Like I said, my mother kept me, you know what I'm saying? I knew about the hustlers in my way and the legends. But when I met Dave O, I started meeting and seeing the world on a different side in Harlem. Then I met my Brooklyn friends. I started hearing about that, Supreme Team in Queens, and everything just came in the melting pot.
Wow. Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
So you actually met the Dream Team from Queens?
No. I didn't. I met family members that were DJs at the time of that was their family was part of that.
Yeah, was affiliated
with that. There, you know, it was like I was kind of nervous traveling, young guy going to Queens.
Yeah.
Hanging out with individuals in Queens. I don't want to mention their name. They're locked up now.
Yeah.
Hanging with individuals in Queens that their family was about that life. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like so when I went out there, it was a big thing. Like if I came to your neighborhood and people heard about me on a mixtape, and I'm in your neighborhood, you brought me to your neighborhood, your block would prop you up like, oh, you from Super C over here. So
that's right.
It was a big thing for me and other DJs at the time when we go somewhere, some other blocks, we got love. So when you with certain blocks and then person bring you around certain people, they want to you know show love. Yo, you know, we pop bottles over here. I'm like popping bottles, like wow, like I ain't never seen that until I started hanging with certain individuals. As I seen that, I started
that was older than you. That was older than you.
Huh? They were older than me. Like remember, I was like 17, 18.
That's right.
You know, when they was talking about Alpo, Rich Porter, and those guys, I was still on my knees playing with cars, watching Voltron.
That's real talk, y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all hear what's going on here?
Yeah.
This is real talk, y'all.
Yeah, I read the paper about the boy missing and everything.
Right.
But it didn't really dawn to me because my mother still had that grip on me.
That's right. That's right. You was mama's little boy. Mama's baby boy. Right.
So when
speaking of your mom's, rest in peace.
Thank you.
My condolences to your mother, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
I know the feeling. I lost my mother in 93. So I know the feeling, man. So you know, everybody that's watching this right now, you know, send their condolences, you know, to Super C mother. May her soul rest in peace, man, for real. It's another question I wanted to ask you. Speaking of rest in peace, shout out to my brother DJ Stan Strong.
My guy, my brother.
Tell me about Stan Strong, see.
He's the most smartest black man I ever been around.
Wow. Now, what was your first party y'all ever did together?
Scandals. 233rd.
Ooh. Wasn't that like a Jamaican club or something like that up there?
It was in the Jamaican area, but it was like it wasn't really a Jamaican club. It was a more American club.
Right.
But you know, they had it was just a regular. It was like you ever been to NYC Booms?
Yes.
I've been to NYC Booms way up north in the Bronx.
Right.
Either Wall, the Valley, White Plains, Boston Road.
I've been there. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was like a floor NYC Booms.
So how was Stan Strong though? How was he? Was he Was he a very humble guy? Was he?
Very, very humble. I met Stan Strong. I was a fan of Stan Strong. Like I said, when I used to go downtown with and put my mixtapes out at the time,
Right,
and
right,
Capone showed me a couple places and stuff like that. Then I was on my own after that. The Africans were so cool. If I looked down, I was just so curious about DJs. So if I see a DJ demo or a Stan Strong mixtape, I'm like, who's that? They would give me the mixtape, and I would go home and listen to it. And I used to listen to the mixtapes, and I used to be like, I was fond of the DJ because I'm also a fan of DJs. I love DJs, you know what I'm saying? So when I
Sammy.
heard certain DJs, I was like, oh, I enjoy his mixtapes. Certain DJs, I would just avoid their mixtapes. It was nothing personal. It's just what I was looking for. I was looking for
Right,
something that was entertaining.
that will
And
move
I
you.
found that Stan Strong and SNS and
Oh yeah,
Davo,
yeah.
Chill Will, the
Frank
Mo's
G,
Crew, Lubbock
Frank G.
Starsky, Jazzy
Right,
Joyce,
right,
Hollywood, uh, Dr. Dust, all these great DJs, you know what I mean? I was getting their mixtapes and I was learning who was Big Dog and who wasn't.
right, right,
Remember, I'm still a freshman.
right. Where behind
Right,
is. Right, right,
right,
right.
right. So
Now,
I'm elevating.
now, the main question I need to ask you is, and just give me one name. Who inspired you to DJ? Who you looked up to in them days, and you said to yourself,
My
"Damn,
godbrother Charlie Prince. From Rock Master Sky Dynamic 3, he was a rapper, but he was better as a DJ.
right, right, right,
So when he was on tour with UTFO, Roxanne, Houdini, Run DMC, Dougie
right,
Fresh and them,
right,
he was like my big brother because like for instance, like I used when I was younger, I always cleansed him. We when we moved from Park Avenue into Twin Parks, it's like when I met him, like he was taking me outside because he had a crush on my sister.
oh, oh,
He used to come and get me to take me outside.
right,
I used to play with him. We used to play on the shopping carts, going down the hill and stuff. You know,
right,
wow, he used to do flips. So I never knew he was a rapper until he was already signed, and then he started going on tour with that Request Line hit.
ooh,
So during that
DJ
time,
B,
this
pick
is
up
this is like
your
80,
phone. I'm on
yeah.
the request line. Right,
So
right,
this is
right,
like 80. This is like 80, 82, 83.
wow,
You know, so they had their first record that was on radio was called "You Gotta Think Twice," and then they came out with the major R&B rap song "Request Line."
request line. Right,
The girls
right,
singing in the hook and they rapping.
right,
So he influenced me guys to be in his house a lot and us to help his mother out. So when he went on tour, his mother allowed me to go into his room and I could DJ. You know, it's like because she was by herself. So basically, she
right.
wanted me to run to the store do errands for her. My mother will
Oh,
allow me. I'll make a couple of dollars, but
beautiful,
my
beautiful.
satisfactory was he gave her permission to let me go in his room and DJ with his equipment.
Wow,
So,
wow.
but I couldn't take it out the house at the time because
Of
I
course.
was still young and still
Right, right,
elevating, and I'm
right,
still learning how to cue things up. He just told
right,
me everything is set. All you gotta do is play the record. Don't touch nothing else. Power on, off. Put the record on the turntable,
right,
etc. You know what I mean? He
right,
was the first
right.
dude I see with a power plug that when I pop it on, everything come on at one time.
Wow,
Yeah, back then. He was the first
wow,
person I saw. He said he got that from overseas.
wow.
So I just want to big up Charlie Prince because when my pops died, it was a little struggle with my mom's, you know, raising me. You know what I mean? Going to school, not having fresh gear and stuff like that. When dude
Yes.
came back from tour, he didn't have to do this, man. He bought me a sheepskin, a leather bomber, British Walkers, Pumas, Adidas. He's my big bro.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like I used to always be with him. So he said, I can't have you be with me. I'm looking fresh and you not.
Yeah,
My big
yeah.
brother, man. Take care of my
Right.
mom. I looked out
That's,
for
you
his
know
nigga.
what? You know
You
what's
know what I
sad,
mean?
man? You know what's sad about that right there? Because it's hard to find brothers like that nowadays, man. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's like everybody for self nowadays. Everybody's for self.
Exactly.
You
So he
know.
bought me. I was going to junior high school with the. I bought. I had like a hat like Run DMC. I try to look like Charlie Prince. And you ever seen the Rap Attack album? He's up there with like a gold sheepskin with the hat with the
Yes.
rest of the members, and they got all the other
Yeah.
rappers on that
Right.
cover. It's
Right.
a
I
brown
see that.
sheepskin. He had the brown, the same jacket and shoes he bought me and the hat.
Wow.
So I'm going to school. I'm going to 147 on Webster, down in the Sands. Now you know, if you didn't know nobody, what was so crazy that me and my best friend Big Bob, we went to that school after we came out of 58 from elementary. We went to junior high school 147. I'm just a lucky guy because they called me the hip hop kid. I used to do I learned how to do the beatbox. I knew how to rap, and I DJ'd a little bit. But I wouldn't put the DJing out because I didn't really have it like that. But
Right.
rapping and beatboxing, I had it. I was battling mad people. They was coming to my neighborhood battle
You
and
didn't
all
you
that.
didn't bump into me when it came to beatboxing because I was
Oh,
crazy
you
with
didn't
it.
bump into me. Ask Pug. Ask Pug. So I went down to I used to go see my cousin Pugsy from
Right.
Webster.
My
And I
guy.
was spend
Yes.
spend weekends over there, not knowing by me hanging with my cousin, he introduced me to all the hood niggas that was about that life down there, right?
Stick up kids,
You know
all
what I'm
that.
saying? You know, they fighting and all that. So
Yeah.
when I went to 147, a lot of people from different neighborhoods on the other side of Webster, not saying they were suckers, but they was like they had to be careful. You had Washington, Clay,
Oh yeah. Oh
240,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Webster, the other side.
Yeah.
And to clash with any one of those brothers over there, you know, you got to fight because you come out for lunch at 12 o'clock. You can leave the school to go to lunch, go up the
Yeah.
block on your pizza, come back, whatever. You have
Right.
40 minutes to do that, right?
Right. Right.
So back then it was like if you get into like a confrontation with somebody, the whole school knew you were gonna get your ass kicked except you. But everybody that's gonna fight you was from Webster, the other side of Webster. So when I went there, they already knew people from Webster already knew most people knew that I was doing the beatbox and rapping. So I was a hip hop
Right.
kid. So
Right.
when they thought I lived down there, my cousin, if it wasn't for my cousin, I'd probably been getting chased home from school. But I met the right people, so when I went in there, yo, what's up? You Paul's cousin
Right. Right. Right.
on the stamp of my cousin. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I used to go. I got to the point where people in my neighborhood thought I was bugging because I used to walk down from my block with the sheepskin, with the big JVC radio that
By
Charlie played
yourself. By
by
yourself.
myself. Yes, by myself. And my brother Big Bob can testify to that. You know what I'm saying? I used to
Right.
walk through Webster. I used to mess with a lot of girls on the other side of Webster. I used
Right.
to be in the projects like I was down there. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? So it's
Wow.
like I knew a lot of people, SWV Lily, Tim Dog,
Oh yeah.
Ultramagnetic.
Oh
I
yeah.
knew all of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? Like, you know, I met them through somebody, then they got acquainted with me. Hey,
Right.
you know what I'm
That's right.
saying? And it was just funny. Educated Rich, you know what I'm saying? And
Ooh, that was
whole
my man.
bunch of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? So I met,
Wow.
it was just funny, you know, and I would be in all the talent shows and everybody used to
Right.
remember me from the talent show. So what happened is that through time, the DJing thing started picking up more. I started doing the PL with my friend DJ Nitro. I was doing that a lot. And Nitro was just a better DJ at the time. You know what I'm saying? He was the
Yes.
man, like
Yes.
incredible. I mean, you talk about blending, and I could say, yo, mix Apple Jacks with Fruit Loops or some way the flavor will be good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how
Right.
great of a DJ he was at the time. So as he went on to do beats and I, you know, venture on to do parties and stuff like that,
Right.
I started meeting more and more people, started doing events, putting out more mixtapes. You know, I went from giving my mixtapes away for free to the Africans to making money. You know, a lot of guys, there was only a couple of heads making big money on mixtape.
Yeah.
If you knew who the OGs was, I'm not gonna put their name out there.
Yeah.
If you knew who the OGs was, you knew they was
Oh
making
yeah.
money.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think when I got to like when my mixtape finally took a hit, and everybody started recognizing it, whatever. I was, I wasn't the most famous of the mixtapes, but I was there. They knew of me. You know what I mean? And
Oh, they
I'm just
they
happy.
super
I made some money.
Oh yeah.
I went from nothing to something.
Beautiful.
Let me tell you this.
Beautiful.
So I used to come home I was to put my back to school mixtape out and all that.
Nice.
My mom, she was like, "I'm not giving you no money. Like you've been buying new jackets and pants and sneakers. This not, and you're not. This all this coming from parties." I said, "Mom, some of it's coming from the house parties, and some of it come off the mixtape."
I used to tell
She
my
said, "What are
mother.
you talking about mixtape?"
Yep.
And this my mother was younger and healthier at the time, so I stayed in the house like 2 days straight, and she was wondering like she thought somebody. I went and bought me a whole bunch of Maxwell mixtapes. Not only that I recorded it, I had to make sure that all those tapes were sounding correctly. You know, sometimes you record and then sometimes the mixtape come out messed up, low, or like pop, so I had to make sure every single mixtape in that box was sufficient.
That's right.
So my mom's was like, so when I gave me a like a duffel bag, like one of the UPS duffel bags.
Oh yeah.
Go inside there. So my mother is happy that she has to go to 125th herself one day.
Right.
She wanted to buy an outfit and some shoes, right?
And she heard your thing.
I said I said, Mom, I'm gonna show you where I make my money at. Right?
Oh.
So I took her with me to 125th Street. So we didn't have no playlist at the time. We just gave them the date of the mixtape, and then I set it from there. Right?
That's right.
So I went down there and said I had a new mixtape. She went with me, excuse me. That time when she went with me, but we separated. I had put the mixtape out to the Africans. She went shopping because she had to rush to get her outfit because she's going to like assembly meeting that Sunday. So she had no time to be walking around me at that time.
Right.
The second time is when I went to pick my money up. That's what happened. So I go there.
Has she ever heard the tape? Like playing down there?
So we're walking down the block. And
that's a beautiful feeling, bro.
She hears my voice.
Oh yeah.
That's you? I said, yeah. I said, Mother, he's gonna pay me my money, whatever. I waited for him to deal with his customers. He come to the side, pop. One guy. I go to the next guy, the next guy, the next guy. So my mother's looking like that day I left with a nice bulk of money. I was able to give her something right then on the spot for her to do whatever she wanted to do.
Beautiful.
And that same day, I was accepted in Stereo Palace because it was a big thing for the DJs to be in Stereo Palace. And they finally accept my mixtape in Stereo Palace and J&J Variety. From to building my clientele up to the Stereo Palace and J&J Varieties to accept my mixtape in their store, because back then you only heard Ron G shout J&J Variety out, UWAP, et cetera, shout that out. So when I finally got my mixtape in there, it was like I felt like I was at an all-star game.
Nice, you know what I mean? Nice. My mixtape was in there too.
Yeah, and so she thought that I was making money, and then then when I got that money and I got the boom box.
Beautiful.
Right. She was coming up for the road like every other day. I'm breaking off money. She was shopping for no reason.
Man, that's you know what? That's a blessing, bro. For your mom.
Give me some money.
You know, now she asking you for money now.
Yeah. You know,
don't that feel good?
It felt really good, man. Because at a certain age, man, you know, like my pops passed away. My pops drive the big trucks and stuff for the pickle factory. So when he passed away, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, I knew what time it was. I knew it wasn't that much money. So for the rent, to get paid, us get groceries or whatever. Like at that time, I played my respect by not just money. Yeah, I want this, I want that. You know.
That's right. That's
I
where the
was
independence come
thirsty.
in.
I go and buy me. So we had the big jugs. Fill that up, make some Kool-Aid, and you know how most kids will drink it all.
Oh yeah.
And at one moment they make it. Nah, I go outside, get thirsty, whatever. If the fire hydrant ain't working, I go upstairs, get some water, make some Kool-Aid.
Wow.
Go back outside, chill. I didn't want to disturb her, like money, and stuff like that. You know what time it was.
At that time, you know what you was doing? You was being independent. That's called being independent and not relying on nobody. Because when I was growing up, my mother and father used to always tell me, son, I'm not going to be here forever. So you got to do what you got to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a whole nother level with me. I started packing bags, doing all that other stuff. The positive things I was doing, you know what I'm saying, growing up.
Yeah.
But
I had to take responsibility for a lot of stuff at a young age, you know what I mean?
That's right.
And that's why I think why I'm so good with DJs, because at that time, before I took the DJing seriously, I was doing a lot of house. I would speak to a person and be able to get the community center or the house party.
Right.
And at that time I was on a different level, because certain guys were charging $1 to get in the party, $2. I was charging $5, man.
Wow.
15. Me and my best friend Bob, we did all the block parties in the neighborhood, and we did big parties in the Masonic Hall. Masonic Hall at that time was like $800.
Oh yeah.
Young guys, we got the money, right? And we did parties in there. You know what I'm saying? Me and Bob.
You and Bob,
Don't
right?
have to have the money, but we got the money. And,
right.
And we did the Masonic halls. We did give backs to the neighborhood at an early age. If you don't know, if you saw the love that they was giving me in the hood recently, because it's been like a couple of years since I did something in the neighborhood, because most people moved on or passed away.
Yeah.
But when I came back, it was like one guy hugged me crying, like, you know, because it's like we had Rock Macker Scott Dynamic 3, we had Malik Sealy, the ball player that passed away.
Yeah.
That's my neighborhood. You know, and then you have me. Like we're like the elite for the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like we represent the hood. So for me to come back to do the give, it was like they looked at me like, yo, bro, man, we respect you, man. You know what I mean?
You know that's a good thing, because a lot of DJs get up here and forget where they come from, dogs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they really forget where they come from. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if God bless the both of us as far as DJing, and we happen to get rich out of this, yo, I'm coming right back to my hood, bro.
Yeah.
I'm coming right back to my hood. Because if you ain't comfortable in your own hood.
And you saw how, like, they try to shut us down from doing the venue for the building, which they got their way with that. But the police officers and my conversation that I had with them, they liked how I approached them and everything.
That's right.
And you saw what they did? They sent more officers to the park to clean the park, help us for us.
That's right.
And other people that came out the building and my family that was there, they cleaned up all that nastiness. But other people can't. They never even notice nothing. It was clean.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had plenty of food, fried fish, drinks.
Oh man, it was so good.
So much good food for people to eat.
Now, I want to ask you a couple of more questions.
Cool.
How did the BX boys, tell me about that whole situation right there? Who was the first member the first DJ member of the BX Boys?
Well, the first member of the BX Boys, my brother Bob, Big Bob.
Right.
This before DJ was even put into that category as BX Boys. For those that don't know, I had joined the Fourth Quarter Boys one point, but before I had joined the Fourth Quarter Boys, I had BX Boys already. When you used to see me at the gallery and I was doing what I'm doing, BX Boys at that time was myself, G Smooth, Money Earned, Killer Cow from Echo Park, and that was it.
Wait up.
That was it.
So, shout to Star Boogie. He on here. DJ Star Boogie. What up, baby?
What's up, Star Boogie?
So you saying G Smooth was a BX Boys?
He still is. Not Fat Flavor G Smooth, the original G Smooth.
Okay.
Now, you know, there's a story. Fat Flavors was supposed to get rid of his name, G Smooth, because my friend battled him at the boombox and beat him. And he supposed to have stopped using G Smooth, but he used Fat Flavor G Smooth, so we just.
Oh, I never knew that.
It was a big thing on Fordham and Webster. Salute to that brother too. He's a good guy.
Oh yeah. That's my guy. Yeah. Well,
my guy beat him. My guy beat him in the DJ battle for the name. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And his nickname, my friend G Smooth, his nickname is Garfield in the neighborhood. But his DJ name is G Smooth. He's just quiet. He looks just like Garfield the cat.
Wow.
And he's nice. He used to open up for doo-wop a lot at the time.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, go ahead.
So after a while, I went into a situation where me and my kid's mother departed, and I basically, you know, stepped down from representing the BX Boys, whatever, until I got myself situated. So when I got myself back situated, I came back heavy with the promotion and added new members to the team. And as you can see, you're a part of the team as well. G Smooth is still part of the team. Money Earned, he's his own. And we're stronger now. We're stronger. We're better. You hear me?
I can't hear you. Your volume went down.
You can't hear me?
Talk now.
I think somebody was trying to call me or something.
Yeah, because your volume went down.
Restart this.
Just come back, and I'm going to accept you. Just come back, and I'm accept you.
Wait, hold on. Do you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now. You sound good. You're good now.
Somebody's trying to call, and like, why are they trying to call me, man?
Well, you know, yeah. So the BX Boys. In case y'all don't know, I'm a part of the BX Boys now. You know, I'm a part of the team and everything. Once again, shout out to Super C, DJ Star Boogie. He on here. He said he enjoyed himself. Thanks a lot, Star. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you for bringing things, you know, some things to the grill and drink. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes. Oh, shout out to CJ. He on here too. Okay.
CJ, what's up?
All right. Now,
so as I was saying, Money Earned is no longer a BX boy. He went on to be a Fourth Quarter Boy.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I joined the Fourth Quarter Boy, because at that time it was LA Love, Brucey B, it was Knuckles. So it was a lot of veteran DJs that was there, and it felt like a dope movement. And I asked to be a part of it, and LA accepted me. And it was just that I wanted to do other things. So I was, you know, me and LA, we good to this day. I was just like, I just want to go ahead and concentrate on my situation.
Right.
I went on to do that, you know. But we're still good. We still people.
Oh yeah, that's family. That's family. That's family. That's family all day.
Right.
Shout out to my brother Hassan. Hassan on here, my brother. What's up, baby? Now, Oh, shout out to DJ Bentley B. He on here. Now,
Bentley, what's up?
Yeah, that whole movement, that's family. All day. That's from LA
Right.
Love to Brucey B. And you know what's crazy? Because I did parties with all of them guys. You know what I'm saying? And it feels good. Now, that's the question I wanted to ask you, C.
Okay.
What was the biggest DJ that you did a party with?
Wait. Hold up. Hold up.
Okay.
Say something now.
Can you hear me?
Somebody keep trying to call in when I'm trying to talk to you. You hear me?
I hear you.
This is
Yeah,
crazy.
I hear you. Can you hear me? See? Okay. He'll come back on. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. It ain't over yet. It's not over. You know what I'm saying? I'm interviewing right now with DJ Super C from the BX Boys. And this is nice conversation. Nice conversation. Dre Smalls, what's up, baby? Salute, homie. My brother Hashawn. Oh man, Bentley B. Salute, Bentley. Yeah, Cashmere, what's up? Star Boogie, okay. Got a lot of cats on here today. That's good. Yeah, make sure y'all share this video, man. Zoward, he on here. Oh, DJ D Block, he's on here. Okay. Shout to Nene, she on here. Carlton, he on here. Oh man, there's a lot of cats on here. So I wait for Super C to come back in. CJ, he up on here. Super C, if you still there, you can log back in, brother. I got you. I'm just interviewing Super C right now. And the conversation is getting real steamy in here. There's a couple more questions I need to ask him. Okay. Request you. See, request me. Request me so I can log you back in. You got to send me the request. Because if I send you the request, I'm gonna have to stop the live. Super C, send me a request. Because I don't want to stop the live if I send you a request. Shout out to my brother DJ Howie D, he on here. James Richardson, he on here. Yeah, send it to me again, see? Send it to me again, because I didn't get it. I still ain't get it. Natasha, I didn't get it. Yeah, I'm just waiting for my brother Super C to come back. Request to be in your broadcast. Super C, where you at? Okay, let me look for him. Okay. I just sent him an invite. I'm checking it, Natasha. I still ain't get him. I'm going to see right now. Did I get him? I invited him right now, Natasha. I don't want to stop the live. And if I invite him, okay, add. Okay, there we go. There you go. This is him. There you go. Yes.
Yo.
Yes.
I don't know who it is, but they keep calling me. It's like they keep calling me crazy right now.
Hey man, you Super C. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You got to see that I'm on the line. I understand.
Exactly. Right. Oh man, this is a beautiful conversation we having, man. And tuned in, you know what I'm saying? And now we talked about you. We already know what Super C did. Your history is extensive. Your history is
Thank you,
great.
thank you.
Your history, brother. I've been DJing for a long time. I've been
Right.
rocking up with some heavy hitters myself. But your history, dogs, is like yo shit is bananas, bro. We did a lot of shit together too. We did a lot of parties together. In case y'all don't know, that's watching us now, me and Super C did a lot of parties together.
Yes,
Now,
yes.
do you recall, C, the biggest party we did together? Do you remember?
Wow. You tell me. I'm lost.
Okay. The biggest party me and you did together was at the gallery. See if you can think that. The
Pete,
wheels is
I'm gonna call
turning.
you right back, Pete. I'm after the show. Okay. That wasn't I don't think that was the biggest party, but that was because we haven't seen each other for a moment when we did that party.
Right. That's right. We
But
haven't
I think we
connected with
did
each other.
something back, like in the early '90s, man. I believe we did something a while ago. I don't know. We was on a bill. We was on a bill. I don't know. It was NYC Booms or the Fever 2. Matter of fact, I think it was the party that we did before that was actually Passions on East Tremont.
There you go. I was just about to say that, see.
Yeah. We
That was
did
the
Passions,
biggest.
and then we didn't see each other for a moment, and we used to run into each other, but we didn't do a party in a minute, so we did the
Right.
gallery.
But before the gallery, we did entertainers.
Yeah. But I only played the entertainers like twice. You and another time.
Is with who?
I did the entertainers twice. I did it with you. That was a good party, and I did it again. It wasn't too good.
Yeah. 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 I remember them days. But wow, boy. A lot of
But
people, ladies and
Passions
gentlemen.
was my house. That
Yeah.
was and, along with my man Boolitty,
Oh
Indie
yeah.
Styles.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know, but I used to have it on shoe there. And what happened was that when he moved on, I took over.
Wow.
So I
Now,
was doing say if I had a party with Dave Shoe that day, I would
right,
ask G Scoop or Dave Lowe to fill in for me while my
right,
sister be at the door collecting the bread.
right.
And I would make my money over here, and I come over here, pick up my money, and pay everybody off. And Passion
Wow.
was definitely a good situation.
Yeah.
Thank you, DJ and So Rican, for letting me make money in your establishment.
Yeah. Because I remember, if I recall, a lot of DJs couldn't get up in Passions.
Right.
I remember that. A lot of
But
DJs couldn't get up.
I had passions. Like I had it.
I
You know what
remember.
I mean?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I remember. Now, speaking of Dave Shoe,
Right.
ladies and gentlemen, in case I don't know who Dave Shoe is, he's one of the hottest promoters in New York. Like hands down, for real. Dave Shoe is one of the hottest promoters in New York. Now, how did that came with you and Dave Shoe? Tell me that,
Stand
brother.
Strong and Dave Shaw cousins. So Stand Strong, before Stand Strong, started doing Dave Shoe parties. Dave Shoe's main DJ at that time was DJ Knuckles.
Right, I remember that.
Right. And what happened from there was uh they went their ways at that time. Knuckles was doing a lot of other big establishments like the Gator events,
Yeah,
Roseland,
yeah.
ski trips,
With
et cetera, et
Troy, the
cetera.
fucking Troy
And
Bobby.
yeah, so Dave Shoe brought in Stand Strong. And what happened was Stan told Dave about me. Dave didn't want to fuck with me at that time. He was like, nah, I got you, cousin. That's it. You know what I mean? So one day Dave came to I was doing a lot of Sex Boogie teen parties at the time.
Yeah,
You know what I
right,
mean? I was on entertainment vibes with Sex Boogie. So what happened
right.
was Dave just thought I was playing too much young music. He was like, he's good, but he play a lot of young music. So Stand Strong, like you gotta listen to him for real, for real.
Right.
So he puts me on the bill. I do the party with him. I get on, I rocked out. So he kept me and Stan as the DJs.
Wow.
When Stan Strong passed, you know what I'm saying? It was like we already developed a tight friendship already, you know.
Yeah.
And he would tell anybody if Super C didn't play the way he played, he would not be doing my party. We'll still be friends, but he wouldn't be doing my parties.
Right.
So
right.
when I do these parties, I don't just do it because I got a party. I do it like it's my first party.
Oh yeah.
I've been DJing for Dave Shoe. I've been doing his events for 17 years. 17 years. Actually, a little bit more than that. But my daughter I was DJing. My daughter's 16. It was about 18
Wow. Wow.
years. I think about 18 years. You know what I mean?
Wow.
But I consider 17.
Wow. That's a long time for one promoter. That's a
Yeah.
long time. And then you know what's crazy about it? Because a lot of DJs can't hang with just one promoter for them many years. That's
Right.
hard. That's
Right.
hard. And you know what I like about you, C? Because you're dedicated. You know what I'm saying? Your
Right.
dedication and your support to that one promoter, which is Dave Shoe, that's a blessing, bro.
Right.
That's a blessing.
So people be like, you know, there's a lot of DJs that DJ with us at, you know, the Dynasty NYC. You know, not only that I'm dealing with Dave Shoe, right? I'm
Right.
dealing with the Dynasty NYC now because Dave has teamed up with other promoters, which is Mike B, Alpino, D Robinson, E Papers, rest in peace, Kenny Dinkins. So we're
Kenny,
as
not to cut you off, not to cut you off. Rest in
okay,
peace to Kenny. Kenny was he's from around my way.
right,
Kenny was around my way,
exactly.
and he was one of the first promoters
Platinum Plus.
that ever put me downtown.
Uh-huh.
You understand what I'm saying? See, he was the first promoter that ever brought me downtown. See,
That's what's up.
A lot of DJs get it miscrewed up that the way we play uptown is totally different downtown.
Yes.
Tell them,
Yes.
see, tell them the difference.
When me and Stan Strong from the Bronx, we was the first two DJs that Dave Shoe brought downtown. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, dealing with Dave Shoe, he brought us downtown.
Yes.
We did the Supper Club, Copacabana, the Roxy, Mars 2112. We did a lot of the clubs that we done. Most of them are
Stage
closed.
48. Stage 48.
Stage 48 to this day. You know what I'm saying? We did all the major clubs. The only thing that I didn't touch was Hampstead Ballroom, right? And Madison Square Garden.
Whoa.
Black and Gold did Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But Dave Shoe has never got to Madison Square Garden or Hampstead Ballroom. I played Roseland for Dwayne Francis. I did the bottom level. I did Roseland. Stan Strong hooked that up. And I played on the bottom level for playing roles there. I wasn't on the big platform as the other DJs, but I was on a bill.
Yo, didn't it feel good?
I felt
Woo-hoo!
good, yeah. I felt good, you know. And so Dave brought us downtown. We covered a lot of spots, and you know, we was like his twin towers. Stand
Right.
strong. Hey, Lady D Wells, how you doing, sis?
Lady D Wells, what's
Lady
up,
D
sis?
Wells. So
Salute, Lady D
we was
Wells
like his,
on.
we was like his twin towers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
after Stand Pass, like the idea of Dave Shoe Entertainment's situation was, I didn't want to burn myself out as his DJ.
Exactly.
So we had
Right.
celebrity DJs on our roster, like Lady D Wells, Chuck
Yep.
Chill Out,
Oh
Red
yeah.
Alert,
Oh
Master
yeah.
Flex, Dupree, Danny D, Mel Starr,
Right.
Knuckles, Rockalot,
Oh yeah.
and it's not all about, I'm Super C. I had to be the headline. No, I play first because at the end of the day, my check is good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And I play first. If I gotta step in first, because I'm not gonna have a Lady D Wells come to the party and she gonna start the party first, and then everybody want to see Lady D Wells at 1 o'clock and she played at 9. No, Lady D Wells is gonna come in there, right?
Yeah.
And gonna feel as comfortable as she wants to be, because nobody's gonna step over the boundaries, try to outplay her or do anything to make her feel uncomfortable. She's gonna have a beautiful set. And her crowd that came out to see her, and the crowd that's witnessing her music, is gonna love it, and they're gonna love the venue, because we're playing as a team. We're not playing as, I'm gonna go in there, I need to shut it down, I'm not better than her. No, I'm the point guard. I'm coming out of the court, and I'm gonna pass the ball to Lady D Wells. She's in the corner. She's gonna hit that 3-pointer.
Thank you.
And we're winning because I have an all-star that knows how to share the ball.
Thank you. Thank you. And
you know what
she
I'm
is
saying?
nasty.
And if anybody comes to the table or comes to the event and destroys the party because of their ego, they will not get booked again.
Yeah.
Because you're not for us, you're for yourself. So when you're for yourself, you stay by yourself.
Thank you. Thank you.
17 years.
Right.
No ego.
No ego.
I know when to play my, hey, what do you want me to end it? You want me to start it? It doesn't matter. I don't care. My money's there.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Right.
See, I mean, you know, it's a beautiful thing, man. You know, when the DJs is working together, not against each other. You know what I'm saying?
You see my sister, you saw what my big sis said?
Oh yeah.
Lady D Wells? She passed me the rock, right? And I ended it. You know what I mean? Because if they'd have said Super C, we want Lady D Wells play last, it'd have been no problem, because at the end of the day, we're a team. And I wouldn't get up there to try to do a circus act.
Right.
By myself.
Right.
I'm gonna play my position, and I give it to my sis to do what she need to do, and the party's successful. Everybody rocked out.
Pass that torch. There you go.
Yeah.
That's right.
And that's why like people like yourself and Lady D Wells and other DJs that I work with. I got DJs like that hired me, you know what I'm saying, that appreciate me because I understand how to show the love and how to play my position.
Right. Lady D Wells, I love you. I love you. Coming from Rockalot to you, you a pioneer, Lady D Wells, and I love you. Believe that. I love you. For real.
And when I first met Lady D Wells, she was a queen, and she treated me like a gentleman.
Yeah.
And my respect for her is I learned that I'm a fan of DJs. And I watched Lady D Wells from afar, and I watched Lady D Wells from close. And I learned a lot.
Right.
And one thing I learned about, besides music, is humbleness.
See, I can't hear you. Got to turn it up a little bit.
Now? You hear me now?
You sounded a little low right now.
All right. One thing I learned was humbleness.
Huh?
Wow, I don't know. Was somebody trying to call me again? Let me see something. Hold on. You hear me now? This is crazy. I think it's your end.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but you sound a little low. Just a little low.
People can hear me, they said.
You hear everything I say?
Yeah.
I can't hear you though.
I don't know, but that's on you got to do something on your phone. I'm good.
Huh?
That's on your end. I'm good over here.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I hear you loud and clear.
Damn, this is crazy.
I hear you loud and clear.
I can hear both. Okay, Tasha said she can hear both of us.
Yeah.
I can't really hear you though. I just got a phone call in. So how can I turn that back up? Like, cause this is
tap your screen or something. They can hear us. The people can hear us. Let's continue. The people can hear us.
Oh, they can hear us? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Now, okay, you can hear both of us, Sharon. Okay. CJ, you can hear both of us. Cool. So that's a beautiful thing, man. Lady G Wells, I love you. I really admire you as a female DJ. I respect your work. I love you, Lady G Wells. I really do. You know? Huh? Okay, you can hear us. Okay. Kid Smooth. Shout out to DJ Kid Smooth. He ought to check in. Okay,
so,
okay. He can hear us.
Yeah, man. So I had to, a lot of DJs, they got to learn how to play their position and be a team player. A lot of DJs have to learn how to play their position and be a team player in order to be in this game. Because if you're a selfish DJ, you're going to clash.
Right. Okay, what time is it now, C? What's the time?
7:23.
7:23?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna have to dead this like 7:30. 7:30, we're gonna have to dead this and everything. And we're gonna have to do this another day because there's a lot of questions I need to ask.
Well, check this out. You can dead it. But everybody that's here that want to ask me questions, anybody that's online right now that want to ask me questions. Yes,
anybody want to ask Super C, anybody want to ask Super C any questions, just let them hit them right here, or you could go to his page, tell him.
Go to my page at 7:30, and you can ask me whatever questions you need to ask, and I'll talk with you. We'll do it from 7:30 to 8.
Yes.
So
you heard him. Y'all heard him. Y'all can go to Super C's page and ask him anything at 7:30. Super C, my brother, my guy, my friend from way, way back. I love you, bro. I love you, man.
I love you too, family. You know what I mean?
I really do, man. I love you, man. And we are family, bro. Like for real.
All day.
Real. You know what I'm saying?
All day.
We are family, man. And ain't no animosity towards me, towards you. Ain't no animosity towards you, towards me. I love you, man. I really do. So I'm gonna let y'all guys know.
You know this guy named Christopher Kennedy?
Huh?
You know this guy named Christopher Kennedy? You know this guy who's making jokes?
Oh, that's my man. That's my man Smilo, man. He's a funny guy, yo. He's been like that for years.
Wow.
Smilo, salute, baby. I love you, bro. But yo, Super C, we got to do this again. We got to do this again.
So everybody that wanna, if you're still tuned in, as soon as I log off, you can come to my page. I'll be on in about a couple of seconds after we jump off this. Anybody that want to ask me questions about myself or want to talk with me, please do it right now. We're gonna log off. You can come to my page and you can ask me any question you like, and that's it. I'll answer as much as possible. So God bless everybody. Rockalot, thank you for having me, man. And it's been a pleasure, man.
Yo, bro.
Saludo.
See,
Yo.
keep in contact. Hit me up.
I sure will, brother.
Love you, baby.
Crazy, yeah, go to my page.
Go to this page. Everybody, go to this page, y'all. Yes. I really couldn't hear him, y'all. I know you're laughing. Shout out to Joe Butter, he on here. DJ Timberland on here. I really couldn't hear him, y'all, because, okay, continue the great work, God. Thank you, Lady D. Wells. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Yeah, I was bugging out trying to hear him because I had got a phone call in, and the phone call had knocked my volume down, you know, on his end. He could hear me, but I couldn't really hear him because my volume got knocked down. Shout to my man DJ Timberland on here. Shout to DJ Howie D, Joe Butter, Lady D Wells. Had a lot of heads in here, man. Timberland, Ahmed, I need to interview you next. Ahmed, if you out there, you hear me? I need to interview you next. I really do. I need to really interview you because you like the best kept secret right now. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think a lot of cats really know what you about. So if you on here, Ahmed, if you listening to me, give me a thumbs up or something, but I definitely need to interview you next, for real. Not today. We're going to set it up. We're going to definitely set it up. But I definitely got to interview you on here. Okay? I definitely got to interview you. Ahmed, are you there? Give me a thumbs up, brother, if you there. Bentley B, I heard you, bro. I'm going to definitely do that. Ahmed, if you there, let me know. Yeah, I got to interview my brother Ahmed, man. I got to. Okay, so I'm about to get off this. Oh, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, my brother Ahmed, he's going to be the next one I interview. Trust me, his history is extensive. Production beat-wise, oh my God. The boy's a beast. The boy did a lot of work, and y'all going to be surprised who he is. Trust me. All right? So that's my next interview is going to be with Ahmed from Digging in the Crates, Wildlife. That boy's a beast. I'm going to be interviewing him next. I'll let y'all know when that interview is going to pop up. But that's going to be soon. Real soon. All right? Oh, my God. I'm going to let y'all go. Thanks for tuning in with me with DJ Super C. You know, I'm trying to do this like every other weekend. I wouldn't say weekend, but like every other day. I'm going to try to interview a lot of cats. Joe Butter, his son. You know what I'm saying? Ahmed is next. I'm going to interview DJ Shake. I'm going to interview a lot of DJs, man. A lot of people. You know what I mean? I'm trying to have this Rockalot show live on Facebook popping. For real. Because I know a lot of people. A lot of people I know. All right? I love y'all. I'm going to let y'all go. Salute. Once again, thanks for tuning in. And I'll catch y'all guys later, man. Watch out for the notice. You'll be seeing a notice about who I'm going to be interviewing next. Just pay attention. Look at my status on my page and just watch out for the notification that who I'm going to be interviewing next. Okay? Gotta go. Love you. Peace.